thing I personally like the best about the group is the fact that I'm free to compose basically whatever I want to do, and the weirder it is, the better it is.
I really like the chance to play some instruments that I'd never even seen before, like the MIDI cat, basically the electronic xylophone, marimba type of thing. I played the electronic wind instrument predominantly. I was the lead electronic wind instrument player for the past 2 years.
The only time I like to work is late at night.
Spring of 2002, where we were actually creating our own instruments, and like the toy box instrument, where we've got different musical sounds created with paper clips, and just being really pushing the sense of what is, what makes a musical instrument.
What do you think about making homemade instruments?
I think it's a great idea. In fact, I just obtained a Speak and Spell from Texas Instruments that I incorporated. Yeah, I incorporated it into my rig, and I just have so much fun sampling it and running it through effects, and you just take this common thing that you think is just a toy, and you can make it into this really great instrument. And that's essentially what we've done by making our own instruments in the digital ensemble. The element of real-time performance and real-time control is something that I really love about electronic music, and that is a really key element with these particular instruments.
Did you like being head of the project?
Yeah, that's always nice. But now, what was enjoyable about it is because you realize that you're working with very fundamental properties of wires or strings or springs, and trying to put them together in a useful way so that they can be used to make music. And that's a challenge. I mean, that's a challenge that confronts any instrument building.
You know what I mean? Like, kind of small and stuff up in there.
It's more about for me it was more about the soundscape and rhythm aspect of it.
Does it make you, or does it force you to consider, what is music or what can be music? Is that what you're hinting at here?
Right now I listen to what's going around, and it's all music. Everything's music. All the sound, the birds chirping, the sounds of the chili coming out the chili machine at 7-Eleven. I mean, anything. It's all music.
So kind of the John Cage perspective, you know, it's all in the perceiver's ears.
Yeah.
Okay, next person. Kristen goes over to the mount kit.
Did it work? You
might have to get closer to the transducer.
What? Oh, what's on? Yeah, it does add a whole new dimension to it when you're not just playing the instruments or you're playing a piece of music, but you're inventing not only a piece of music, maybe you're writing a piece of music, but you're writing it for an instrument that you invented. I mean, talking about so many layers of creation on the way out. I don't know of any other place on the RU campus where you can have so many layers of creativity from playing all the way down to creating the instruments itself. I think it's pretty cool that way.
Yeah.
One of the toy boxes I approached mainly just as a percussion instrument, as an untuned percussion instrument. That was the one with the springs and the paper clips. And the other one, the stringed instrument, I thought of it more as a koto or a dulcimer with pitch bend capability.
That was a great expression there, by the way. It was great.
I think a culture really has a lot to do with how we perceive music. I don't think anyone would know where to begin understanding a Bulgarian folk song or gamelan, where their scales are intentionally tuned to irrational pitches. They're not based on the overtone series like Western scales. And you have to understand something about that musical culture to get into it. But one thing that I think is unanimous among all musics is that it's some sort of structure, some sort of organization of sound, with the human as the originator of the music.